Beneath the sun, ancient Shiloh pulses with life, a vibrant marketplace swirling around the sacred tabernacle. Families journey from afar, their faces etched with anticipation as they carry offerings for the annual sacrifice. Baskets overflow with first fruits, testament to a bountiful harvest and unwavering faith. The air crackles with the energy of bartering, each transaction a dance of give and take under watchful eyes. Laughter rings out, a joyful symphony mingling with the bleating of livestock, a chorus of life. Dust motes dance in sunbeams, illuminating the devout. As the faithful converge, hearts united in devotion. Elkanah enters the tabernacle courtyard, a figure of respect amidst the bustling scene. Peninnah follows, her laughter echoing amidst her many children. The children's boisterous celebration fills the courtyard with joyous energy. Hannah walks behind them, her head bowed low, a stark contrast to the jubilant atmosphere. Sadness etches Hannah's face as she trails behind, overshadowed by Peninnah's joy. Laughter and chatter fill the hall as families gather for the feast. Elkanah, at the head of his family, lavishly heaps food onto Peninnah's plate and her children's. He turns to Hannah, offering her only a meager portion. Peninnah sneers, her voice dripping with malice. "Look, Hannah, at all my children, what do you have? Nothing." Hannah's heart aches, the festive atmosphere turning bitter. A palpable tension simmers beneath the surface of the joyful scene. Hannah wanders alone through the fields of Shiloh, her figure stark against the golden stalks. Tears stream down her face, each drop a silent testament to her profound sorrow. She lifts her gaze to the heavens, a wordless plea etched on her face. Her silent prayer for a child echoes in the vast expanse of the Shiloh countryside. Sunlight paints the tabernacle as Hannah enters, dust motes swirling in golden shafts. Her footsteps echo softly, a solitary rhythm in the vast, silent space. She kneels before the altar, head bowed, a picture of solemn devotion. "If you grant me my request, I vow to dedicate my son back to you," Hannah prays. Her silent prayer ascends, a desperate plea for a child escaping from her soul. Inside the tabernacle, Eli observes Hannah, her figure a study in silent devotion. Hannah's lips move in fervent prayer, yet no sound breaks the solemn stillness. A frown creases Eli's face as he watches, misinterpreting her profound silence. His eyes reflect a judgment born of misunderstanding in the holy place. Inside the tabernacle, Hannah's face is a canvas of surprise and pain as she stands before Eli. Her voice trembles, a raw whisper in the sacred space, as unshed tears glisten in her eyes. "I am deeply troubled, and I am praying from my heart," she confesses, her voice heavy. Eli responds with solemn grace, offering solace. "Go in peace, and may God grant your petition." The weight of hope and uncertainty hangs in the air as Hannah absorbs Eli's words. Under the Shiloh sky, Hannah journeys back, her face now etched with a serene, quiet hope. She reunites with her family. The warm sunlight bathes the scene as Hannah shares a meal with her loved ones. Each bite is a testament to resilience, the shared nourishment a balm for past sorrows. Her spirit visibly lifts, rising like smoke. Months have passed. The air is thick with unspoken hopes in Elkanah's home. Hannah is radiant, her body now visibly carrying new life. Elkanah watches Hannah, his eyes reflecting a deep, abiding love. His tender gaze lingers on her, filled with promise and quiet joy. A silent promise of protection and devotion passes between them in the soft light. Sunlight bathes the room, casting a warm glow upon Hannah and her newborn son. Exhaustion etches lines upon Hannah's face, a testament to the trials she has overcome. Yet, her eyes sparkle with an unspeakable joy, a light that transcends weariness. She cradles her child close, a protective embrace filled with a mother's tender love. "And she called his name Samuel," a voice narrates, echoing the weight of her decision. "Because I have asked him of the Lord," the narration concludes, sealing the child's destiny. Years later, in Elkanah's home, youthful Samuel brims with boundless energy, darting around the room with infectious glee. Hannah watches Samuel, her face radiant with joy and gratitude. The room is filled with the echoes of Samuel's laughter, a testament to a mother's answered prayers. Every corner of the house seems to vibrate with the happiness that Samuel has brought into their lives. Under the blazing sun at Shiloh, banners of faith flutter, a sea of faces reflecting reverence and anticipation. Hannah, cloaked and serene, embodies resolve as she steps onto the ancient grounds. In Hannah's arms, young Samuel looks out with wide, innocent eyes, oblivious to his destiny. The sun casts long shadows as Hannah prepares to fulfill her sacred vow. A gentle breeze whispers through the crowd, carrying prayers and silent promises towards the heavens. Sunlight floods the tabernacle as Hannah and Elkanah stand before Eli, the air alive with dancing dust motes. Hannah's tender hands rest on young Samuel's shoulders, his innocent eyes reflecting a world yet unknown. "I remember the prayer I prayed for this child," Hannah declares, her voice echoing with gratitude. "So now I give him to the Lord," she continues, her solemn vow filling the sacred space. "He will be given over." In the soft light of the tabernacle, Hannah gently places Samuel's small hands in Eli's aged ones. Her eyes, a poignant mix of sorrow and unwavering trust, reflect the weight of her vow. A melody rises, her voice echoing through the sacred space. "My heart rejoices in the Lord. He raises the poor from the dust. He will give strength to his king," Hannah sings, her faith resonating. Under the vast sky, Hannah and Elkanah journey along a dusty road, leaving Shiloh behind with each step. Hannah steals a sorrowful glance back at the distant temple, her face a canvas of sadness. Though her heart aches, a quiet resolve begins to bloom within her, a fragile flower in the harsh landscape. Her eyes, filled with a mix of pain and hope, reflect an unwavering faith in a divine plan. Each footstep on the path is a testament to her enduring spirit amidst the silent countryside. The endless road ahead mirrors the uncertainty in her heart, yet her spirit remains unbroken. A single candle flickers, casting long shadows across Eli's aged face as he gazes at the sleeping Samuel. He sees a spark of the divine within the boy, a potential waiting to be awakened. Eli kneels, head bowed in reverence, a silent promise etched on his face. "Oh, God, grant me the wisdom to guide this child," Eli whispers, his plea echoing in the dimness. Years later, sunlight floods the tabernacle, illuminating dust motes as Samuel, a young boy, polishes the menorah. His face serene, he moves with quiet purpose, his simple robes accentuating his devotion. From a distance, Eli watches Samuel, a hint of pride softening his stern features. Samuel pauses, his small hands carefully opening a worn scroll, its secrets about to be revealed. His voice clear and steady, he begins to read aloud, absorbing each word with growing understanding. Dim light barely pierces the darkness within the tabernacle, casting long shadows across the sacred space. Near the Ark of the Covenant, Samuel lies deep in slumber, unaware of the divine presence about to awaken him. Silence hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the soft rustling of ancient tapestries. Suddenly, a voice echoes through the chamber, resonating with power yet gentle as a whisper. The voice calls out, filled with divine authority. "Samuel." Samuel stirs in his sleep, a sense of destiny awakening within him as the sacred call reverberates. Inside the tabernacle, Eli's eyes widen with sudden understanding, his gaze now fixed intently upon Samuel. The weight of revelation settles upon Eli's face, a profound shift in his demeanor evident. In a moment of solemn acceptance, Eli imparts crucial guidance. "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening," Eli urges, his voice hushed with anticipation and reverence. The tabernacle air thickens with unspoken anticipation, awaiting a divine response. Flickering candlelight casts dancing shadows across the ornate carvings within the tabernacle, where a sacred presence fills the air. Young Samuel kneels in prayer before the Ark of the Covenant, his silhouette framed by the divine light. A voice echoes through the tabernacle, calling Samuel's name. "Samuel, Samuel." Startled, Samuel responds, his voice filled with reverence. "Here I am." The voice booms with divine pronouncements, foretelling a judgment that will make ears tingle with dread. Sunlight floods the tabernacle, illuminating dust and worry etched on young Samuel's face as he stands before Eli. Samuel hesitates, his gaze lowered, fear palpable in the sacred space. Eli's voice is firm yet gentle. "Samuel, What is it? You must tell me. Do not hide anything from me. I am afraid, Eli. It is a terrible vision, Samuel confesses, his voice barely a whisper. Eli's response is solemn. If God has spoken to you, you must not withhold it. Tell me everything, no matter how difficult. Samuel recounts God's judgment, his voice trembling, the weight of the divine words heavy in the air. Sunlight paints the room, illuminating dust motes as Hannah lays a robe on a neatly folded pile, a silent testament to love enduring. The fabric, rich and warm, speaks of devotion. Each stitch a prayer, each fold a blessing in the quiet of Elkanah's home. Her face, a map of time, holds eyes still bright with hope, reflecting a life of devotion and quiet strength. Kneeling by the bedside, hands clasped, Hannah's lips move in silent prayer, a mother's plea echoing in the tranquil air. The weight of her hopes for Samuel, for Israel, presses upon her, a palpable burden in the stillness of the moment. Years etched into faces and land. Samuel, a figure of immense presence, stands tall. His voice carries across the assembled crowd, a great prophet guiding them. The people, weathered by time, look to him with hope and reverence. He navigates them through turbulent waters, leading them back to God. Under the radiant sun, throngs journey to ancient Shiloh, their faces alight with anticipation and hope. Drawn by Samuel's esteemed wisdom, they converge, seeking guidance amidst life's labyrinth. The air buzzes with whispered expectations as families and individuals gather, their eyes scanning the horizon. Each step echoes with the collective yearning for justice and truth in a troubled world. A tapestry of faith and determination unfolds, promising a moment of profound revelation and communal unity. In the sun-drenched Shiloh countryside, elderly Hannah walks slowly through the tall grasses. The wind rustles gently, carrying the scent of wildflowers across the golden fields. A peaceful smile graces her face as she surveys the landscape. Memories flicker in her eyes. She knows her silent prayer changed lives and left a legacy of faith.